I'm so glad you're back with me today. I recently put together a series regarding divorce after 50. If you haven't seen those videos, I hope you'll take a minute to view them. Whether it's you in that situation or it's a friend, most likely you know someone, maybe a coworker that's over 50 and going through or possibly about to go through a divorce at this stage in life. Unfortunately, it's a common situation right now, and they actually call it gray divorce, which, none of us want to hear that. But it's a fact, so I like to get real on this channel. I'm Karen Hayes. I have been in real estate since 1981. I've been a licensed real estate agent since 1994. And I have closed thousands of real estate transactions over the years. I've been in the title industry for many years, also in the mortgage industry. I have bought, rehabbed, and flipped homes over the years. I have also bought my own real estate investments, bought a second home, a beach property. Real estate is really my life. I have another channel that is for real estate transitions for people 50 and over, if you ever want to visit it. But as I was videoing some information for my other channel, it became important to me to realize that women going through divorce, in many cases at this stage in our lives, you are dealing with a real estate transaction. And I think it's super important that you understand that the time of selling property isn't always about the market conditions, and it's not always about the best time or downsizing or any of that stuff. It's about a situation that comes up like a divorce, could be a death, could be an actual illness in the family, that can dictate when a property actually needs to be sold. Whether the market's good or bad or otherwise, sometimes life dictates when a property needs to be sold. When you're dealing with a situation like that, it's never been more important to have a trusted professional that can help you, that's been through it, that's helped other people go through these transactions. Attorneys, obviously, they're there to give you legal advice and advise you on all of the legal ramifications, but it helps to talk to someone, consult with someone, work with someone, a trusted professional that actually has the experience and can give you some scenarios and maybe answer questions that not just anybody is able to do. Obviously, I can't give legal advice. I'm not an attorney, but I do care deeply about how your life in this next chapter goes. It's so important that you feel like you can reach out to someone. So I just wanted to bring that forward and talk about real estate in this video so that we could cover a few things, and then you'll also know that if you were ever in that situation, that you have someone that's been there, done that, and can get real and get some answers and a little bit of help along the way. I recently helped a friend of mine that I've known for many years and lived in the same property for 30 years and raised two kids there, obviously adult kids today, and unfortunately woke up one day and found that she was in a divorce situation and only lived in this home, raised kids, had memories, all of that, and had to make a really tough decision. The home needed to be sold, and of course it was not in ready to sell condition. It never is in these type of situations. And one party feels the property's worth one thing and the other person feels that the value is totally different, and there are unrealistic expectations and then there are realistic expectations. And who do you talk to? How do you know? Obviously in real estate you can get an appraisal and that will determine market value at that time. But an appraisal is only good on the day it's given. So you could have one appraiser give you value one day and another give you a different value a week later. So obviously there are things that you're going to argue over in a divorce situation, but real estate should not be one of them. Actually, you've got plenty of other things to worry about. So turn it over to someone that you trust, that you know has been there, that can help guide you, and ask all the right questions, because really, in the end, you're going to know the answer. It's just understanding things that you hadn't even thought of, like how are you going to have the money to get the house ready to sell, or are you going to have to take a very low price because you don't have the money or the time to actually do repairs? What if one of you wants to stay in the property and manage it? That means then at that point, you owe the other person a certain amount of equity that you've had built up in the property over the years. What if you don't have the money to just go hand them $50,000 or $150,000 or more? How does that work? There are all those questions that have to be answered. And in the end, it's just actually walking through the steps with someone that does it for a living, that is a trusted advisor, that you can actually get all those questions answered and reach a decision that makes hopefully everyone happy and with less stress, and get out of the situation when it comes to real estate as easily and as quickly as possible with the least amount of stress. So stay tuned. I hope you'll subscribe to my channel. It just occurred to me that after I did the divorce series, that because in my experience over the thousands of transactions I've closed, I've been in many of those closings, those situations through divorce, through death, through illnesses, through really tragic events where it was a very sad time. People were having to make decisions on the fly, things they didn't expect they'd ever have to deal with, but they do. And I have pretty much seen it all. So I will engage in some further videos about certain real estate transactions that pertain to women over 50 and 60s, 70s, and beyond on this channel. But also, if you're interested, or someone that might be interested in a real estate channel, well, I have that too. So, and I talk about that nonstop. I hope you'll come back, and I hope to see you next time. If I can help, please reach out. You can reach me on, obviously, the 2 YouTube channels. I'm on social media, also my website, KarenHayes.com. I've got a guide also that's attached to most of my videos here on this channel that you can download and reach me that way. I hope to see you soon.